Hi guys, welcome back for another video. For today's video, we will be learning on how to solve rational algebraic equations transformable to quadratic equations. When we say rational numbers, it is one that can be written as the ratio of two integers. Example of ratios, we have 1:3 can be written as 1/3. X is to y can be written as x/y. A is to a plus 2 can be written as a/a plus 2, and w minus 1 is to w plus 1 can be written as w minus 1 over w plus 1. Now, to transform rational algebraic equations to quadratic equations, the skills that we need to learn first is to identify the least common denominators. It is because we will be dealing with rational expressions or fractions. When it comes kasi to operation of fractions, especially in addition and subtraction, very important yung rule niya. Kaya, yun muna yung gagawin natin. So, let's have our first example. Finding the LCD of 1/3 plus 1/3. Okay, so, magpo-focus lang tayo dito sa denominator ng fraction na to. Kapag ganito yung denominator, magkatulad sila, madali lang i-identify kung ano yung LCD niya. So, kung magkatulad yung denominator, automatic, yun yung LCD natin. Okay, 3. So, for example, kung 4 naman yung nandyan, 4 and 4, ang LCD natin is 4. Kung 5 yan, mga yan, 5 din yung LCD natin. So, madali lang i-identify kapag common yung denominator. Number 2, we have 1/5 plus 3/10. Okay, so paano natin malalaman kung anong LCD niya? So, again, focus tayo dito sa kanilang denominators. Tapos, kukunin natin yung multiple ng 5 at saka yung multiple ng 10. Okay, so ano yung mga multiple ng 5? So, we have 5, 10, 15, 20, and so on and so forth. While yung multiple naman ng 10 are 10, 20, 30, 40, and so on and so forth. Pagkatapos nyo ma-list down yung mga multiples ng denominator ninyo, hahanapin nyo ngayon yung least common multiple nila at yun yung magiging LCD natin. Okay, so dito as you can see, yung pinakamaliit na common multiple ng 5 and 10 is 10. So, yun yung LCD ng fractions na ito. Okay, next example, number 3. We have 2x/3 plus x plus 1 over x. Okay, so, tingnan natin yung kanilang mga denominators. So, dito kung mapapansin ninyo, yung 3, wala naman siyang kaparehong numbers dito. Same din dito sa variable ng x. Kaya, yung magiging LCD natin ay silang dalawa. So, 3x. The next example, x minus 5 over 2x plus x plus 1 over x minus 2. Okay, so sa denominator, si 2x at saka si x minus 2 ay magkaiba yan. Okay, so katulad kanina sa example natin sa number 3, so 2x, wala naman siyang kapareho dito. Then yung x minus 2, wala rin siyang kapareho dito. Kaya yung magiging LCD natin ay silang dalawa. So lalagyan lang natin siya ng open and close parenthesis to separate dito sa kanila. Okay guys, so alam ko familiar kayo dito. So this is the standard form of quadratic equation. So we have ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0. Now, okay, so I want this to be highlighted because in the latter part of our discussion, you will be exposed to equations that are not written in a standard form that can be transformed into quadratic equation. Okay, so here are the steps in solving rational algebraic equation transformable to quadratic equation. First, multiply both sides of the equations by the LCD. So, kaya kanina, inaral muna natin or review muna natin kung paano kinukuha yung LCD. Then second, write the resulting quadratic equation in standard form. Third, find the roots of the resulting equation using any of the methods of solving quadratic equations. So, you can use extracting the square root, factoring, completing the square, and by using the quadratic formulas. And then 4, check the obtained values of x. Okay, now to better understand this, let's have an example. Okay, so solving rational algebraic equation transformable to quadratic equation. Example number 1, we have 1/x minus 2/4 is equals to x over 2. Okay, so ilagay ko lang dito sa itaas yung steps on how to solve rational algebraic equation. So para meron tayong guide sa pag-solve nito. Okay, so first step is multiply both sides of the equation by the LCD. Our goal here is to eliminate the denominator, which is yung x, 4 at saka 2, and transform this equation into standard form. And to do that, we will find the LCD first. And then, after finding the LCD, i-multiply natin siya dito sa equation na to. Okay, so mag-focus muna tayo dito sa denominator, tapos kunin lang natin yung least common multiple ng mga ito. Okay, so unahin natin tong dalawang numbers na to. So, yung 4, ang multiple ng 4 are 4, 8, 12, what else? 16, and so on. Okay? And then, yung 2 naman, yung multiples niya are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and so on and so forth. And then, kukunin natin yung least common multiple nila. So, yung least common multiple nila dito ay 4. So, 4 ang isa sa mga LCD natin. And since yung x, wala naman siyang kaparehong variable dito, kaya kasama na rin natin yan sa magiging LCD natin. So, 4, then yung variable na x. So, yan yung LCD natin para sa example number 1 natin. Okay. Sabi dito sa step 1, multiply both sides of the equations by the LCD. So, since meron na tayong LCD na 4x, i-multiply na natin to dito sa equation na ito. Okay, so ganitong gagawin natin para mas maintindihan ninyo. LCD na 4x, multiply natin muna dito sa first term ng ating equation, which is yung 1 over x, then copy minus, then multiply natin ulit dito sa ating LCD, then let's have our second term, which is 2 over 4, then bring down x over 2, kasi i-multiply din natin yan siya sa LCD. So, 4x times 1 over x, so ang gagawin lang natin is, cancel out yung common x dito sa denominator tsaka sa LCD. So, yung natira dito ay 4 na lang. Then, 4 times 1, the answer is 4. Then, next, negative 4x times 2 over 4. So, cancel natin yung 4 sa LCD tsaka yung denominator dito. So, common yan. Then, yung natira na lang ay negative x, multiply natin sa positive 2. So, negative x times positive 2 is equals to negative 2x. Next, here, x over 2 times 4x. So, 4 divided by 2 is equals to 2. Simplify lang natin yan. Then, 2 times x is 2x. Then, 2x, meron pa ditong x sa numerator. Ito times lang din natin yan. So, 2x times x is equals to 2x squared. Okay, so, as you can see, wala nang denominator. Ang next na gagawin natin ay kailangan natin siyang ma-rewrite into standard form of quadratic equation. So, unahin natin yung quadratic term. Okay, so ita-transpose lang natin siya dito. Yan, so negative 2x squared. Positive 2x squared. Transpose natin sa left side, naging negative 2x squared. Then, i-followed ng ating linear term. So, bring down lang naman natin yan, kaya hindi mag-change yung sign niya. Same pa rin yan, negative 2x. Yung constant term natin, bring down lang din, then equal to 0. Yan. So, kung mapapansin ninyo, yung coefficient ng quadratic term natin ay negative. So, kung gusto ninyo gawing positive yan, multiply lang natin yung buong equation na to sa negative. Negative times negative 2x squared is equals to positive 2x squared. Negative times negative 2x is positive 2x. Negative times positive 4 is negative 4 is equals to 0. This one now is our resulting quadratic equation in a standard form. Then next, punta tayo sa step 3. Find the roots of the resulting equation using any of the methods of solving quadratic equations. So here, I will use factoring method. So I will use the AC factoring technique. Okay, sa unang gagawin natin, gagawa lang tayo dito ng yan. So, itong dalawang 2x ay galing dito yan. Okay, maliban dito sa exponent, hindi nyo yan kailangan ilagay dyan. Katapos, gagawa tayo ng x. Okay, bakit tinawag na AC factoring? Kasi, multiply natin yung a, which is 2, then yung c, which is negative 4. Yun ang ilalagay natin dito sa taas ng x. Yan. So, 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. Next, anong ilalagay natin sa baba? Yung middle term or yung letter b natin, which is positive 2. Now, dito sa left and right ng x natin, mag-iisip kayo ng factor ng negative 8 na kapag in-add natin ay positive 2 ang sagot. Ang possible factor ng 8 ay 4 and 2. Ngayon, dahil ang middle term natin ay positive, so doon mo ilalagay yung positive sign sa malaking factor ng 8, which is yung 4. Okay, so bakit negative yung isa? Kasi kailangan pag minultiply natin yan, negative din yung kakalabasan. Positive 4 minus 2 is positive 2. Okay, then pagkatapos etong mga factor na to, ilalagay na natin siya dito. Yan. Tapos yung isa ganun din. Okay, tignan natin tong mga to. So, yung 2x plus 4, titingnan ninyo kung merong pwedeng makadivide sa kanila. So, yung 2x at saka 4, divisible sila by 2. So, i-divide natin siya by 2. Tapos, yung 2x minus 2 rin, divisible din sila by 2. So, i-divide din natin yan by 2. Simplify lang natin. 2x divided by 2, so cancel na yan. X na lang natira, then 4 divided by 2 is positive 2. Ganun din dito. 2x divided by 2, the answer is 1, or x na lang natira, then negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1. So, pagkatapos, i-simplify, isi-set natin ang mga factor na to sa 0. So, unahin muna natin to, x plus 2 is equal 0. So, para x na lang yung matira dito, ililipat natin to dito sa kabila. So, ang sagot natin ay x is equals to, naging negative 2 na. Then, yung isa naman, set lang natin siya equal to 0. So, we have x minus 1 is equals to 0. So, para x na lang matira dito, ito si negative 1, ililipat natin dito. So, magiging x is equals to positive 1. So, ito na yung roots ng equation natin ito. Okay, next step is check the obtained values of x. So, bakit kailangan pa natin i-check? Kasi, hindi lahat ng obtained values ng x natin ay solution ng original equation natin. Yeah, explain ko sa inyo. Okay, so check muna natin. So, unahin natin itong value ng x, which is yung 1. Isa-substitute lang natin yan dito sa x, sa original equation natin. Okay, so checking. Naka-highlight na mga numbers, ito yun. Okay. So, simplify natin. 1 over 1 minus 2 over 4 is equals to 1 over 2. So, 1 over 1 is equals to 1. Negative 2/4 is negative 1/2. Then, bring down 1/2. 1 minus 1/2 is 1/2. Then, bring down 1/2. So, as you can see, ayan, so equals, so ibig sabihin, yung 1 is a solution of this equation. Next, yung negative 2 naman. Okay, so, negative 2, yan, yung value ng x, pinalitan lang natin, negative 2, negative 2. So, 1 over negative 2 minus 2 over 4 is equals to negative 2 over 2. Simplify, so 1 over negative 2 is negative 1/2. Then, ito, sinimplify lang din natin. So, negative 1/2. Then, negative 2 over 2 is negative 1. So, negative 1/2 minus negative 1/2 is negative 1. Then, bring down negative 1. Okay, so check. So, therefore, negative 2 and positive 1 is a solution of this equation. Okay, next, let's have another example. Example number 2, x over 3 minus 1 over x plus 3 is equals to negative 1 over 3. Okay, so first step natin, multiply both sides of the equation by the LCD. So, hanapin muna natin yung LCD niya. So, to find the LCD, focus tayo dito sa ating mga denominators. So, unahin muna natin yung 3. Ito, dahil common sila, so 3, yun yung isa-isa sa LCD natin. Then, yung x plus 3, wala naman siyang kapareho dyan. Kaya, ang LCD natin ay 3. Then, open and close parentheses, yung x plus 3. So, yan yung LCD natin. Okay. Since may LCD na tayo, gawin na natin yung step 1. I-multiply natin both sides of the equation by our LCD. So, ganito. 3x plus 3 LCD. Tapos, ito multiply natin yung first term, x over 3. Then, minus. Then, yung LCD natin, quantity 1 over x plus 3 is equal to, bring down natin yung negative 1/3. Multiply natin sa ating LCD na 3x plus 3. Okay, so to simplify, multiply natin to dito muna. Okay, so to do that, ganito lang yung pinakamadali. Tingnan mo dito sa LCD tsaka dito sa denominator kung ano yung common, tanggalin natin. So, ang natira ay x plus 3. Multiply mo to dito sa x. I-distribute natin. So, x times x is x squared. Then, 3 times x is positive 3x. Next, dito naman sa part na to, tanggalin natin yung x or cancel natin yung x plus 3 dito sa LCD tsaka yung dito sa denominator. Okay, so ang natira ay negative 3. Multiply natin dito sa positive 1. Being negative 3. Then next, here naman sa LCD, so common, tanggalin natin, cancel natin yung yan. So ang natira na lang ay x plus 3, multiply natin sa 1 is equals to yan. So negative 1 times x is negative x, negative 1 times positive 3 is negative 3. Okay, so then step 2, write the resulting quadratic equation in standard form. Kailangan mag-equal to 0 yung nandito sa right side. So kailangan natin ilipat yung negative x tsaka negative 3 dito sa left side ng equation. So ganitong gagawin natin. Bring down natin yung x squared at saka yung 3x. Copy lang yan. Then, this one, lipat lang natin dito sa left side. Magiging positive x. Then, yung isa, this one, bring down. Then, ito, ilipat lang natin. I-transpose natin magiging positive 3. Then, equal to 0. Then, sunod, combine the similar terms. Bring down yung x squared. 3x plus x is equals to 4x. Then, 3, negative 3 plus 3, cancel na yan. Answer is 0. So, kung 0 na yan, kahit hindi na natin ilagay yung 0 dyan. Okay? So, equal to 0 na lang natin. Ito na yung resulting quadratic equation natin in a standard form. Next, step 3, find the roots of the resulting equation using any of the methods of solving quadratic equations. Yan. So, factoring uling gamitin natin. Okay, so, since dito, wala naman tayong constant term, madali na natin itong mag-factor out. Itong quadratic term natin at saka yung linear term, kunin lang natin kung ano yung common factor nila dyan. So, ang common factor nila ay x. Dinivide lang natin yung common factor na yon dito. So, x squared divided by x, the answer is x. Then, 4x divided by x is equals to 4. Okay, then equal to 0. Ngayon, para malaman mo kung tama yung factor mo, i-distribute mo lang to. Check mo lang. Reverse mo lang. Kung nag-divide ka kanina, ngayon i-times mo naman. So, x times x is x squared. X times 4 is 4x. So, yun yung factor ng x squared plus 4x equals 0 natin. Okay, sunod naman, gagawin natin ay isiset lang natin yung mga factor niya sa 0. So, unahin natin yung x. X is equals to 0, then yung isa, x plus 4 is equals to 0. Para x na lang matira dito, lilipat lang natin yung positive 4 dito sa right side. Kaya magiging x is equals to positive 4 naging negative 4. So, yan yung value ng x natin. Check natin kung yung obtained values of x natin ay solution ba siya or part ba siya ng solution dito sa ating original equation. Okay, so checking. Unahin natin yung value ng x na 0. Palitan natin yung mga x dito ng 0. Yan. So, ito yun. Yung mga naka-highlight. So, 0 over 3 minus 1 over 0 plus 3 is equals to negative 1/3. So, 0 over 3 is 0. Then, minus 1. Then, 0 plus 3 is 3. Okay, bring down negative 1/3. So, 0 minus 1/3 is negative 1/3, then bring down negative 1/3. Okay, so check. Then, next value of x is negative 4. Palitan lang natin yung x ng negative 4. So, negative 4 over 3 minus 1 over negative 4 plus 3 is equals to negative 1/3. Negative 4 divided by 3 is negative 4/3. Then, 1, copy. Negative 4 plus 3. So, ima-minus natin yan. So, negative. The answer is negative 1. Negative 1 times negative dito. Kaya, positive 1 yung sagot natin. Then, copy. Negative 1. Ito muna yung solve natin. So, since dissimilar fractions sila, so, ganito yung gagawin natin. We can use the butterfly method. Okay? So, butterfly method, multiply mo yung denominator. Tapos, cross-multiply lang natin. Okay? So, ganito. Yan. So, paano natin nakuha to? So, 3 times 1 is 3. Then, to, cross multiply lang to. Negative 4 times 1 is negative 4. Then 3 times 1 is positive 3. Then bring down, negative 1/3. Next, negative 4 plus 3, negative 1/3 is equals to negative 1/3. X is equal 0 and x is equals to negative 4 are the solution of x over 3 minus 1 over x plus 3 is equals to negative 1 over 1/3. Let's say, for example, yung x is equals to 0. After checking, na-find out nyo dito sa dulo, hindi siya nag-equal. So, ibig sabihin, yung x is equals to 0 is not part of the solution of this equation. So, ang tawag sa kanya ay extraneous root. Okay? Pag sinabi natin extraneous root, an extraneous solution is a root of a transformed equation that is not a root of the original equation. So, hindi siya solution ng original equation, pero solution siya ng transformed equation natin, which is dito sa x squared plus 4x equals 0. Pag nangyari yun, ibig sabihin, isa lang ang solution natin dito, yung x is equals to negative 4.